Hey, what's up, gamers? Me, Hoodie Gamer, and welcome to the first ever Hoodies Incantation slash Spells reading. Basically, this is just for my Dungeons& Dragons players, but this is also for people who want to use these kind of spells or incantations for the future. Like, of course, you're gonna have to be like when you use these spells, please tell others that you got it from me. Don't say you came up with it, or else I might not trust you in the future for this kind of information. I will do this stuff from time to time. This is my first one in like ever, so but some of these spells you have probably heard before. I have done these incantations and stuff like that in Dungeons& Dragons campaigns where it fit the situation. I want to point this out. All these spells I came up with myself. As this is what the book is, I will be reading it off so you know what I'm reading, so you guys are not just watching my avatar the entire time. So I'll be reading it off. You can write these down if you want. Again, if you use them in your own little thing, please promote me saying that you got it from me. I'm the person who told you this because it's unfair that you get to keep, like, you use my idea and you claim it as your own. Like, that's unfair, and that is totally not right. You should not steal someone else's idea. So all 10 of these spells, well, technically 9, it's just the 10th one is just something I used just because it just felt right. But yeah, so we'll get into the reading right now. The first one is called Detect Corruption. You've never heard this one, but I will read it anyways. I call upon these assumptions for those who say these things lead to destruction. For me, I call upon these gazing eyes showing me the corruption's nigh. And the X3 is supposed to represent that you're supposed to say this incantation or spell 3 times for it to work. This spell is kind of useless. It's just to tell you if someone's like been corrupted or something like that into something they're not human as. Like, let's see, they've been infected by a disease like a zombie infection stuff. You can use this if you want instead of using a spell slot, because incantations for my campaign, these spells don't use spell slots at all. They're just cantrips basically. Of course, you gotta know it by heart. You gotta read it perfectly. You can't just stutter or anything like that. You have to say it perfectly for it to work. The next one, excuse me, is called Summon a Demon. You have heard me do this one before, that's for sure, on a couple of occasions. I call upon from the deepest mountain to the darkest shadows that may be lumen. I summon thee who shall be molten into something almost human. Now I call upon this inhuman to be summoned as a demon. So yeah, that's how that one works. Next one. This is for my players. This is a little Easter egg. They can look at the right hand if they want right now, or they could wait until I get there, but they'll probably already be ahead of me and they'll probably be up frustrated because they're like, we were so close. But this video is meant for my players, their little Easter egg that they get to know about. Alright. So the first one is the Latin version. Vocate motos. Illis enim ablitis illos amor effecto tracture hact pederum evoca carmen ut furtiva nostro prover quam nunc anim ascendens cognoscere. I totally butchered that, but I mean, I'm not, I don't know Latin. I just did Google Translate and did all this. So, because Latin, I'm not gonna lie, makes it actually sound like it's an incantation, and I love it. Now, the English version, which is summon the dead, is what is actually what vocate motos is for to pronounce. For those who have been forgotten, I wish to treat those with affection. I call upon this forsaken spell to bring forth our stolen quell. Now come to me, the abandoned, for now you are known as the Ascended. My players had no idea what that was saying. They got the first half part right completely. I was shocked about that one. The Alis and M, like Oblitus, they knew what that was. Like I was like, huh? But yeah, so this is for my players. Again, I love using this. I'm going to be using the Latin version a lot more than the English version. I'll probably be doing a lot of these spells in Latin, so, but I'll let you know in English what the spell is. Next is making it familiar, which we will touch upon soon. I call upon this one condition that will surely leave an impression. For those who call it a companion is something to treat with affection. Now come to me, the uncertain, for the occasional thing you call protection. We'll see that in the future. Next one's called Time Freeze. You've never hear me see this one, but it will. All these will come into play in Dungeons and Dragons in the future for me. So, because these are my own personal ones that I personally will use. So, I call upon the one who is unspoken, for now you are awoken. Now come forth the one who is old as this rhyme, the one we call our Father Time. And X3 meaning you have to say it 3 times for it to work. All right, next one is called Teleport. I call upon this transport to bring us to a place to revert. Now come forth the place we roam, the place we call our one true home. This one will be an interesting one because most people don't have a true home anymore at this rate, anyways. In the session. Next is called Cupid's Spell. Ooh. I call upon a rose above and turn it into a dove. Now may the issue be resolved by making these two fall in love. To X2s, meaning like supposed to say it 2 times because there's 2 people you're trying to make fall in love. So you could do it like 3 if you want to, but 2 is the like usually the minimum for it to make it work. But you can do it more times if you want to do like a poly or something like that. I don't mind. I'm just saying X2 is just there to indicate that you have to do it at least that many times to make 1 and 2 fall in love. Next is remove Cupid's spell. I call upon a rose above for the sake of love. Now may these two go back to normal, for now they are no longer crucial. And again, 2 times because, again, depending on how many people you make fall in love, like person A and person B, you have to do it for both of them because if you just say it for one, if you say it once, it only works on one of them, and the other one is still stuck under the Cupid spell. So one person could like that person, the other one could hate that person. And it would be really bad. Next, and the final one, at least of this volume, is called Cursed Spell. May I repeat this verse, for this may not be reversed. I, the caster, may not be dispersed, for the one who is hearing this shall be submersed. In the unholy trinity we call a curse. This one will definitely come into play in the future. But yeah, that is basically it for my spells. I know it's short. I said this is volume 1. So which means there will be more in the future. This is just for starters and for my players to know what I said in Latin. So now, here's their Easter egg, the Latin one. Now they know. But this is also for if you guys want to use this in your own campaigns or something else, like a roleplay. But remember to promote me. Say I got it from Hoodie _ the gamer at least. That way, you know, again, you're not stealing my idea and calling it your own. So, but yep, that's basically it. So, also another thing is, as you can clearly see, I got a new skin. You can comment down below if you like the skin, but I like it. That's why I picked it. Fits my aesthetic a little bit more compared to the other one ring being like red and blue, even though my signature colors are usually red and black. Anyways, so if you guys did enjoy this video, then please leave a like, please subscribe, hit the gish bell to get notified when I go live, upload video. And yeah, um, by the time this video is released, it will either be the time I just recorded this, like at night, or it'll be posted in the morning when I wake up, whichever it is. But anyways, I hope to see you all in the future. Bye!